You make me weak in the knees, and I believe in you and me. So darling, please fly away with me, and you will see. City of gold, when I was struck by luck 'cause I found you sitting all alone, looking down the phone like a restless soul. The wind that stroked your hair left your scent in the air, and the sun was almost acting as a spotlight just for you, making flowers bloom. Days are made for you. You make me weak in the knees, and I believe in you and me. So darling, please fly away with me, and you will see. before I could say that all I want is you and to be near, standing where you are. I'll give you my heart, peace when we're apart. But then you walked by, you see, he walked by and started to smile, got up and took him by the hand. Now I understand that he is your man. You make me weak in the night, and I believe in you and me. So darling, please fly away with me, and you will see.
Didn't think it'd go this fast. Goodbye to this house we thought would always last. And this is where Dad's garden grows. Summer haze, my reading place, and late night tiptoes. And I know the memories are with me, even when you move to a town that is new. Guess I tend to hold on too strong, but you're always home. You're always home to me.
taking off my mask to see that we're living in a masterpiece. We built houses, topple all the hills and mountains, but I'm not scared to fall from here. When I have your hand in mine, maybe we'll look back and see our dreams from far away. That we had all that we could need to be happy. If we could do this different, we would choose it all the same. 'Cause we have all that we could need to be happy. We could need to be baby, when our world was falling painfully and there was nothing left to make believe, I stayed with you, you stayed with me. From my window, sun's coming up like the day before. You're like a stone on my pillow. I don't make a sound when I shut the door. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon, KG saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. Put your favorite music on all the way back. marathon, Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on, all the way baritone. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon, Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on, all the way baritone. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed. Middle of the road, it's just the feeling of a distant melody unknown. I was doing fine, I minded my own business till the day you took me home. You came into my life like a sweet embrace, swept me off my feet and made me whole again. You came in my life, I wanna see your face. Never will I be the same again. Well, I thought I knew what life was all about. That song had already been sung. I was going on, still minding my own business. Never knew the life had just begun. You came into my life like a sweet embrace, swept me off my feet and made me whole again. You came in my life, I wanna see your face. Never will I be the same again. I wanna see your face again, oh let me see your face again. I'm far from being satisfied yet. I have to see your face again, oh let me see your face again, and take me to the place we first met. You came into my life like a sweet embrace, swept me off my feet and made me whole again. You came in my life, I wanna see your face. Never will I be the same again. Never will I be the same again. Give me a reason to get out of bed. I need a minute to think, or maybe two. 'Cause yesterday I lost control and said some things I felt that you should know. I need a day to clear my mind and leave it all behind. It's gonna be okay, no matter come what may. I'm gonna set things straight tomorrow. I let my worries fade, let them sweep away. There'll be another day tomorrow. I keep repeating the same mistakes. I did them all before, in every shade. There's a million ways to mess things up, and I need some time to figure out what to say and make our troubles disappear. Oh, tomorrow's near. It's gonna be okay, no matter come what may. I'm gonna set things straight tomorrow. Let all our worries fade, let them sweep away. There'll be another day tomorrow. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. gonna set things straight. Tomorrow, let all our worries fade. Let them sweep away. There'll be another day. Tomorrow, it's gonna be okay. No matter come what may, I'm gonna set things straight. Tomorrow, let all our worries fade. Let them sweep away. There'll be another day. Tomorrow, oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. Corkscrew. You don't have to do one single thing. You don't know how much I want you. Just looking at you makes my whole world spin. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon. Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Shut the lights, go infrared. was wandering round town in a city ago when I was struck by luck 'cause I found you sitting all alone, looking down your phone like a restless soul. The wind that stroked your hair left your scent in the air, and the sun was almost acting as a spotlight just for you, making flowers bloom. Days are made for you. You make me weak in the knees. I'm doubling you and me. So darling, please fly away with me, and you will see.
Upside down, I just don't know what to do. I wanna spend the night with her, bring one of my t-shirts so it smells like her perfume. Have you ever been in love? Have you ever lost your head? Have you felt like you were out of breath when you saw her in that dress? When your heart is beating fast and you're sweating and you can't stop looking at her smile, then you've been in love. That's how you know you've been in love.
taken by the hand. Now I understand that he is your man. You make me weak in the knees, and I believe in you and me. So darling, please fly away with me, and you will see. You make me weak in the knees, and I believe in you and me. So darling, please fly away with me, and you will see that you belong with me.
my heart screams, let me carry you home. Bright lights and colors, love is for the ones who dare to live. No use in running when all I really want is to make you stay. My mind says yes, you've been here for quite some time, but my heart tells me you should stay a little while. Are we at the end or are we at the start? 129 beats per minute from my heart. Anywhere we go is where I long to roam. Night or day, I'm taking you all the way, 'cause my heart screams, let me carry you home. Follow me out, down to the bay. Forget all the worries when you're with me. Let every wave gently kiss away some of the hardness from those brief yet gloomy days. Wilderness, we give you our mess. We're so blessed to have you. Anchor our hearts and give us a fresh start. Wilderness, we've come for you. We'll misbehave, stay out till late, share all our secrets as we let go. No more illusions, no more standing still. Our love fusion will never cease to thrill. Ooh.
bright as any, to see the horizon in the far. Excuses were 2 for a penny, but they've all gone out the window of his car. And when I feel the wind on my face, all that ever was is a wreck.